to This Day. It is Thursday and it's October 20th. Now we have an awful lot of meetings to tell you about today, and they are scattered in various rooms. So take a look at this. At 9:30 this morning, we have 3 different meetings going on. We have the GRF Agenda Prep, which is in the Willow Room. We have the United Landscape Tree Ad Hoc Committee meeting, that's in the Sycamore Room. And then also at 9:30, we have the United Architectural Controls and Standards Committee meeting, and that will be in the Cypress Room. And then this afternoon at 1:30, we have the United Governing Documents Review, and that will be in the Sycamore Room. They're doing a little work on the boardroom, so that's why they're in different rooms this time around. Okay, on our show today, we have Michelle Bell, and we are going to get to know her. She is the candidate, one of the candidates for the Orange County judge position. And then we talked to the brand new pastor over at Lutheran Church of the Cross, Pastor Paul Finley, and they have some great activities coming up there that they wanted to share with us. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we're cooling down for the rest of the week through the weekend. It's going to be pleasant temperatures. None of that 92 anymore, at least as far as I can tell. So today we're looking at 85, 65, 77, 65, then cloudy on Saturday, 71, 60, and then gets down to 69, 57. And we go back up a little bit on Monday, 72, 60. Our sunrise this morning was at 7 a.m. and next month we will be turning those clocks back, and I'll tell you when as we approach that time frame. Our sunset will be at 6:11. And don't forget, today is the Great Shakeout. It is going to begin at 10:20 this morning, and it is a disaster preparedness activity, so you know what to do in case we have a very large earthquake. Drop cover and hold on. And this is put on through shakeout.org. And if you ever have any questions about earthquakes or any disaster, you can always contact our Disaster Preparedness Task Force at 949-597-4273. All right, 4237. All right, when we come back, we will have Michelle Bell, so stick around.
At Genesis Medical Center, our goal is to treat chronic conditions with a traditional and holistic approach to get the best results. We created a program we call Diabetes Reversal, targeting people with prediabetes and chronic diabetes. The patient is closely and personally monitored. We check parameters, blood sugar monitoring, A1C, cholesterol, high blood pressure, and weight. We offer natural supplements, and we will hopefully decrease the amount of medications you're currently taking. We teach lifestyle modifications, increase confidence, and control the disease.
Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship.
OCI Care was absolutely the most wonderful place I've ever been to as far as being taken care of.
The staff was very friendly and I felt very welcomed and relaxed.
How did I feel about Dr. Vyas? The man is very gentle, he is very caring, and totally involved with detail.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stewart sent you.
Time to play by your own rules. It's out with the old way of getting older and in with the new age of celebrating your age. At Alignment Health, senior health care is all we do. Our Medicare Advantage plans are leading the charge, so you can be the one in charge.
I love being in charge.
Because life should be a celebration, not a resignation. Welcome to a new era of aging. Alignment Health Plan.
Welcome back. Well, we have Michelle Bell here, who is a candidate for the Orange County judge position. Well, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. If I could say hi to a couple of friends in Laguna Woods, Sue Deering and Alan Fenning. I'm so excited to have this opportunity here in this community.
Oh, wonderful. Well, hopefully they are watching and they can see you
Yes.
right now. So you are currently the Orange County Court Commissioner. Can you tell me what that is?
Yes, absolutely. So I was vetted by judges to do the work of a judge. So previously I was an attorney at the Orange County Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
I spent over 13 years there. Before that, I worked in complex civil litigation. And I was vetted by our bench. So it's a very rigorous application and interview process where a lot of lawyers from the community apply.
Okay.
They rank you, then they vote if they want you. And I'm happy to say I was selected by our judges and came over to the court last year in 2021. So I have my own courtroom at the Central Justice Center.
Okay.
I'm assigned to the criminal division, and I hear a variety of matters, and it really just depends on the needs of the court. So this week I'm covering a combined parole mental health calendar for Judge Bailey.
Okay.
And usually I just rotate with some other commissioners, whether it's an open misdemeanor jury trial assignment or an arraignment calendar that handles all of the new in-custody arrests or out-of-custody citations on misdemeanor crimes.
Okay. So how long were you a lawyer prior?
Over 13 years at the Public Defender's Office and another year doing complex civil.
Okay, and then prior to that?
Prior to
you being an attorney, where did you go to school?
Oh, yes. So I grew up in Southern California. I went to California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. I was a management major, and then I got my law degree at Tulane University
did you? Okay.
in New Orleans.
Great. Well, you have a great history, obviously, for this position. Why do you want to transfer into being a judge rather than staying where you are?
I love being a commissioner. As a commissioner, you do more high-volume calendar courtrooms. So as a commissioner, parties have to stipulate to you. They have to agree to appear in front of you. And I would never have the opportunity to hear certain calendars, like a family law calendar, where it's very contentious and parties already have difficulties agreeing to something, much less who they're going to appear in front of. So being a judge gives me more flexibility, more variety of work, because I'm looking at a 20-year career and I want to do the work of the court.
Okay.
And so I can easily transition into probate or family law or other assignments, not just criminal.
Okay, so when you become a judge then, are you saying that you will have various cases? You're not just kind of partnered or, pigeonholed, I guess you could say, into one arena?
So when you're a judge, you sit at the pleasure of the presiding judge, and so the presiding judge would decide what division I'd be assigned to.
Oh, I see.
So this gives me more opportunity to serve in other divisions within our court.
Okay, got it. Great. Now, there were, obviously you have a long list of endorsements, and one, of course, is the Orange County Sheriff, Don Barnes. Tell me
Yes.
about how, obviously we know how you work with them, but how did that come about?
So as a commissioner, you are a member of the bench. And so the court has many stakeholders within the county, one of them being the Sheriff's Department. I have a Sheriff's deputy in my courtroom. I rely on the Sheriff's Department to not only maintain order in my courtroom, but to make sure everything's safe. And so I've had extensive relationships with members of the Sheriff's Department for years because I was an attorney practicing in the court before.
Right.
And I think just my reputation amongst those deputies and amongst the community, the judges on the bench, helped me when I did sit down with Sheriff Barnes, because it's not only your reputation, obviously, but your qualifications and what you do.
Okay.
And so when I initially sat down with him, we had a great meeting, but he's been so supportive of my campaign. Him, along with our assistant presiding judge, they have really gotten behind my campaign.
Excellent. And then, there's a lot of discussion, across the nation and the world really about victims' rights versus criminal rights and vice versa. What would you say to that? Because it seems like things are a little backwards right now.
No, I understand, and I agree. I mean, right now we've seen so many legislative changes, and I think people are really concerned with public safety. And I understand that. We want to have safe communities. I'm a mom of a 5- and 7-year-old. I want my community to be safe. And so victims' rights are so important because we need to make sure not only that they're protected, but that they're also heard. You know, if you have a situation and you need your day in court, as a victim, you should have the opportunity to speak and be represented. And so public safety is, I think, the number one issue right now. It's so important. We need our law enforcement, but we need to know that our communities are safe. And I think that's why I have so much support from our local law enforcement, fire, and our courts.
Well, yes, and of course, safety is super important to all of us. And, you know, Orange County Sheriff's Department and everyone involved are certainly doing, I think, a different job than some of the other states that we've been hearing about. And you look at some of the people who are elected, currently holds positions, and they're not necessarily aligned with what the people want.
You know, I think it's a really difficult time, and I feel that people are very divided right now. And that's the thing about our courts that I think is so great, because the courts shouldn't divide. It's not about partisanship. It's not about what party you're from. It's not about you know, what you're on record saying or doing. It's if you can do the job, because ultimately when people come to the court, they want to know that the judicial officer making a decision for them knows what they're doing, knows how to research the law, but also knows how to speak to them.
Yeah.
You want to feel that you're heard. You want to feel that the magistrate is being fair. And it's so critical right now.
Exactly, exactly. Now, the Superior Court judge is obviously on the ballot, and what's interesting is that we have to scroll down on the ballot to go there. Why is that important?
It's important because the people that are maintaining seats on our bench make critical decisions for our community, not just in the criminal division where I'm making decisions in regards to bail and release terms for people, but you know, whether it's a couple that's in the process of getting a divorce, whether it's a business owner who really has a contentious dispute and needs resolution so their business can continue and thrive.
Right.
You know, the people that serve the court are so critical, and that's why I think my endorsements matter, because I'm endorsed by more than half our bench. I ran for a last-minute race that opened up in March because we lost one of our judges during his election year. And in 6 months, I've obtained the most endorsements for my race. All the supervising judges of our different justice centers here in the county, along with Don Barnes and many other community leaders.
Right. Now, there's only 2 of you that are in the race, and of course, November 8th is right around the corner. What were a couple of things you'd like to say to our community?
I've served my career here in Orange County, and so I really understand the needs of our community because I work here. And sitting on the bench, I see what the needs of the court are. We've really been impacted with COVID, and you need someone who from day one can sit in any assignment, and I hope that that would be me. And I definitely appreciate everyone's support. So thank you for having me.
You're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. You speak very well, so good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. If you want more information about Michelle Bell and her campaign, you can go to bellforjudge.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Plains. I'm from Fullerton, California. I absolutely love Dr. V. I am very happy to drive from Fullerton to Laguna Woods. I was having an issue with my vision. There was strobe light going off in my eye. Dr. Vias was able to get me in to see him the next day. Once I met him and he diagnosed the problem with my eye, I felt very comfortable with him, and I'm just really happy that I found him.
Welcome to Balbina's Mexican Restaurant. Stop by and experience the most authentic Mexican food in the region. We are serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have a very extensive Mexican wine list from Valle de Guadalupe and the center of Mexico. Visit us for breakfast and lunch from 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. and for dinner from 5 to 9 p.m. Stop by on Wednesdays and enjoy with half off on all of our wines.
Now at LA Carpet & More, you can transform your old bath into a new walk-in bathtub or shower in as little as 2 days. Plus, save 50% off and get 5 years 0% financing. It's easy, affordable, and fast. With 35 years in business and serving over 300,000 satisfied customers. Call 800-684-4100 for an appointment or visit one of our showrooms.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Life, a series of moments. A touch, a look, a laugh. Successful people. It might not be superior imagination. It just might be superior retirement planning. Imagine what's next. Plan today, own tomorrow.
Welcome back. Well, we have Pastor Paul Finley here, who is with the Lutheran Church of the Cross, and welcome. It's very nice to have you on.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here.
And right before we were coming on, of course, we were talking about Leland, and he was very missed and big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Pastor Leland Lance was there for 25 years, and that is a significant legacy. It can be difficult, although I've had the experience in my previous call of following a senior pastor who had been there for 46 years.
Oh my.
So maybe they thought that helped qualify me for this succession. But it really helps when you're following such a man of integrity as Pastor Leland, and he and I were very good friends. Okay. So with his blessing, the leadership transition at Lutheran Church of the Cross is going extremely smoothly. Good. The congregation has been extremely welcoming and gracious, and my family and I are settling in and loving being here.
Oh, that's great. Now, your family, tell me about your family.
My wife, Chris, and I have been married for 22 years. Mm-hmm. I'm a Minnesota native. She's a California girl, and we met at college, and by God's grace, we're called to serve and suffer for Jesus in Southern California. So this is where we really feel our life's calling is, and we have 2 young boys. Liam is in 4th grade and Torrin is in 1st grade at Aliso Viejo Christian School.
Oh, okay. Excellent, excellent. Well, tell me about, you've come in, you've been there, what, about 8 weeks?
Just about, yeah.
Just about, okay. So you've been there a while. What would you say the kind of the atmosphere is compared to maybe a different church that you were with?
Well, I mean, for one thing, Lutheran Church of the Cross is very specifically centered within the village, and for a reason, that the village, we consider it our mission field. Now, we will gladly take people from all over Orange County. We have people from Mission Viejo, Lake Forest, Aliso Viejo, and we have our second campus in Aliso that serves over there. But I really see the opportunity for the Lutheran Church of the Cross Laguna Woods campus to specifically care for the needs of the village. And the village is a defined mission field. I mean, you can literally draw a circle around it on a map, which most other churches don't have as clearly defined of a parish.
Right.
And that helps me have a sense of what the needs of the community are that we're called to serve. Right. Too many people, I think, historically thought of the church as the place that we go to, but I like to think of the church as the place where we're sent out from.
Okay.
The people that are gathered in are cared for, nourished, filled up to go out and serve.
Okay.
And so we want to serve the needs of the community, and I'm trying to get to know the needs of the community as best as possible.
Great. Well, don't rush. You've got a lot of time. So now you've got, you have something going on. It's a special sermon series that you're conducting. Tell me about that.
For the month of October, we are focusing on prayer. The Bible teaches us how to pray, the Lord's Prayer. The disciples literally asked Jesus, Lord, teach us how to pray. And today we are still asking that question as followers of Jesus. How do we pray? And so not only teaching people how to pray, but then what to pray for. And that's where I'm tying it into the needs of the community and identifying. There's a real simple small book, and I got a copy here to show you. It's called The Prayer of Jabez by Bruce Wilkerson. This weekend we're going to be giving a copy of this book out to everyone that comes to worship. And at our Laguna Woods campus we have services on Saturday night at 5, Sunday at 7:45, 9, and 11. And you can watch us online. But we want to give everybody a copy of this book, The Prayer of Jabez, because the focus is on identifying our mission field, who we're praying for, and teaching people to not only pray for themselves, but pray for their environment and their sphere of influence in the world. And as a church of the village, we want to be of a greater influence for good in the village.
Okay, excellent. And then you have a few activities coming up. So you have a Harvest Festival, which looks great. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Saturday, October 29th from 3 to 5 p.m. It's going to be on our front parking lot. You can't drive by on El Toro without seeing it. There's going to be games and activities, live music, caramel corn. There's going to be a preschool open house. We have a wonderful preschool at Lutheran Church of the Cross. And you might think, well, in the village, how much need is there for a preschool? But we're trying to serve the needs that are there. And in this way, we keep ourselves, both young and old, bridged together, an intergenerational church. So come out, have fun. And then you could stay for worship at the 5 o'clock service if you like.
Oh, there you go. That works out. And then, one thing, if you're having it in the front parking lot, where should people park?
We've got a section of the parking lot that'll be roped off, but we'll have plenty of parking.
Oh, okay, great.
And our friends at St. Nick Catholic are happy to share their parking lot if need be.
All right, excellent. You never know how many people might just show up.
We'd love that.
So you have an Orange County Teen Challenge breakfast. Now, what does that mean?
Well, Orange County Teen Challenge is a ministry that we support, and they are actively working to elevate the status of challenged teens. The name is very fitting in Orange County. And so their regional director is going to be speaking at our breakfast on November 12th, Saturday, November 12th at 7:30 a.m. It's open to the whole community, and they have a Teen Challenge choir that's going to be providing some entertainment there. So, you know, I think sometimes when we live in an isolated community, it's easy to turn a blind eye to the problems of the world that are outside of our walls. But we can't ignore that there are problems in the world, and they start at home, and the earlier we can address that, the better chance that we have of changing lives for the better. And that's God's heart. God's heart is to help people in need, especially young people. And so we're glad to be partnering with Teen Challenge, and would love to share that awareness with as many as people that want to join us for breakfast on Saturday, November 12th.
Perfect. And then one last thing you guys have is Uganda called, please tell me, is it Amani Milele?
Close. Amani Milele.
Milele.
And I'm just learning about this ministry myself, but we support a series of schools that are being built in Uganda. And if we have a concept of poverty or cultural challenges here, what they're dealing with there is to an exponential degree. It is extremely concerning. And yet it's not hopeless. The problems there are being addressed by local concerned individuals and churches, and they're partnering with international congregations such as ourselves. Lutheran Church of the Cross has been sending money and resources and people to Uganda. And we are on the verge of opening up and dedicating the latest school that we have helped build, and that's going to happen in January.
Oh, wow.
And sometime next year, we're looking at putting together a mission trip to go there. So just kind of a blanket outreach. If anyone has any interest in going on the mission field, reach out, contact me, let me know what your interest is. Maybe we can go find God in the world together and see the difference that we're making firsthand in other places.
Didn't they have a well?
We had a well.
I thought you guys did, yeah.
And not just one, 2 wells.
Oh, 2 wells, wow.
The one well prompted so much support that they had enough to build 2 wells.
No
and
way,
maybe
that's
that'll
great.
turn to 3 and 10 and 100.
Oh,
so.
that's great. Well,
Yeah.
that preschool or the school over there sounds like a great idea. So
Yeah, we're excited
congratulations
about that.
on that.
Education is the key to raising people
Exactly.
out of poverty and
Right.
changing the culture and the
Yeah.
world for the better.
Yeah, you got to start right in their own backyard.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you, and I look forward to future meetings in the
I'm sure you'll be back.
months and years to come.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you want more information about all the fantastic things that they're doing over at the Lutheran Church of the Cross, you can call 949-837-4673. We'll be right back.
Do you want to learn more about money and investments? Do you wish there was a safe place to get all your financial questions answered? Well, now there is. The Financial Forum Club meets with a group of your peers in an educational setting that's informal and fun. We discuss and exchange ideas on today's topics and trends on markets and investments. The club meets the last Tuesday of every month at Clubhouse 5, Room 1 from 3 to 5 p.m. Come see what the Financial Forum is all about. Get all your financial questions answered by experts. You'll be glad you did.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Hi, remember us?
We're back,
Christine and Jack from the Jewelry Box.
which is now the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers.
Relocated in a new spot in our old shopping center.
But we're still Orange County's preeminent buyer of gold, jewelry, watches, and flatware.
And we're still a full jewelry repair center. And with our 3 graduate gemologists, we're still here to appraise your special pieces.
And like always, at the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
It's about trust.
All right, just one last reminder that today at 10:20 a.m. is the beginning of the Great Shakeout. Now you can participate at 10:20. It's just basically freeze and make sure you do what you're supposed to do with drop cover and hold on. And it's really just a practice in case there's a large earthquake. If you want more information, go to shakeout.org. Let's take a look at our weather, of course, as we head into our weekend. We are looking at warm skies today, but we start a cool off tomorrow. Today, 85, 65. Tomorrow, 77, 65, 71, 60, 69, 57, and 72, 60. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 9 a.m. right here on Village Television. You can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5 right here. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm Dr. Bobby Awadala, double board certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon, and I'd like to introduce you to Skin Credible Dermatology and Surgery. We perform general dermatology, including skin checks, suspicious spots or moles, and other skin problems. Plus, we have the highest cure rate for skin cancer removal. Our state-of-the-art facility is top of the line with industry-leading lasers and cutting-edge cosmetic products. Our goal is to turn back the years with a natural, beautiful look. Visit our website or give us a call to book your appointment today.